What's up guys, welcome back to the next video on learning Java. My name is QD Azani and you guys watching my channel Quayoud. Alright, so if you guys recall, in the previous video we have used something called methods. We already use methods because as I said, every class should have at least one method. And you guys have already used methods from the beginning, so if you know, here we have used our main method since the beginning of our videos. And this guy is here, the show method is the second method here. And what's the function of this method? To just display everything here. So in this video we're gonna talk about more about the return type. We're gonna talk about the parameter, and we're gonna talk about the return type. As I said, if you try to put the, for example, return here, you're gonna get error, for example, from Java. Java is extremely going to be angry, and Java is going to throw every book on you. Why Java is going to throw every book on you? Because you guys not allowed to put return with this void. If you guys want to put a return, you guys need to remove the void. Alright, so we're going to remove here. So now we're going to declare our second method here in social web. So if, for example, we're going to put an int, we're going to put addition, for example, addition. And now you guys looking here, that's a very simple method. It's called an int. There is no public. Looking here, there is no public. If you don't put a public, then Java assumes it's a public. So it's int. You can put it public if you want, but if you, I just want to show you without public. So Java used to be like this all the time. So now here you guys need to put a parameter. So what's your parameter? For example, parameter is going to be, for example, int number 1, and we have the second parameter int number 2. So now we have a function with two parameter here. We just want to put int number 1 and number 2. So just let you know, you guys can have as many parameter here as you like. But because we want to perform addition in our program, we don't want to put more than 2 because that's what we need. Okay, so now what's going to happen here underneath, you guys need to put some sort of here need result, for example, our summation. And what you're going to put is number 1 plus number 2 here. So once you guys gonna put a number 1 and number 2, then you guys need to return. What you guys gonna put a return? What do you want to return? Because if you're making methods inside the Java, and if you guys, for example, making calculator, and if you're telling the user to put a number 1 plus number 2, then you guys want the users expecting you guys to put a result. So you're gonna put a result here. If you don't put a result, then you guys gonna get in trouble. This guy here is your return type, because here whatever you guys gonna put it here int, Java expect you guys to put a return int. If you put a double, then Java expect you guys to put a double. If you put a string, then Java expect for you guys to return a string. If you put a void, then Java not gonna expect anything. So if you remove this public, for example, you're still okay with the void, because public is just a way for Java to see what Java wants to know. What's that? Is that say, for example, what sort of method is that? Is it a public, private method, or protected method? So here we just want to remove that public, our access modifier. We put addition, we put a number 1 and number 2, and now we have put some sort of formula here to we have put a data type int, and we have put our result, and we are summing the number 1 and number 2. Okay, so what's going to happen is that you're going to come in and put some sort of output. We put a system dot out dot print ln, and we're going to put the addition sum is, because we want to display that one to the user, so we want to display this result. What we're going to do is that we're going to put a the result. You can put a summation as well. You can put a sum here, don't worry about. You can put a result, the addition result is, or the addition summation is, whatever you guys want to put it. So now our method has been completed. So now we have a return type, and we put some sort of name. You can put 8 addition, you can put a plus, minus, XYZ, whatever. And now we here in this guys here is your parameter. We have the number 1 parameter, and we have a number 2 parameter, and from here all the way to here is body. That's the method body. As I said, you can put this one public. You can put it this way, or you can put it without this, but you guys see a lot as a public int. You guys going to see a lot, or you guys sometime going to see here double, for example. So you guys going to see, for example, if you guys have a float value, you're going to put a double. You guys going to put an 8, for example. So once you put a double, you guys needs to put a double n1, which for number 1, and you're going to put a double, and that's for n2. And what you guys going to return, you guys going to return double, whatever the sum of this, or whatever you guys want to do with the operation. So here we are, because our return types int, Java expect us to put a data type int, and our result is int. If you look in here, our result is int, and all our parameters int. This is a good way for you guys to program. Okay, so how do we going to display this one here in social web? As you guys here, we have done our first method here, show. We have used our objects, my social account, because we already have instantiated this one. If you guys haven't instantiated, you guys need to put an instantiation. You guys need to put it this way, or if you don't want to put this way, you just put the name of this class here in front of this, and you guys are good to go, just like a scanner class. So we're gonna put a my social account, and we're gonna put a dot addition. If you look in here, addition, so addition have a 2 parameter here. So once you put a parameter, then Java expect you guys to put a 2. Look in here, there is a red line underneath. If you try to not to put any parameter, which you guys have already put it here, then you're gonna get an error. So we want a related problem, because Java detected related problem because you guys haven't put anything parameter here, our arguments here. So keep in mind, if you wanna if you create your method and you put your parameter, when you guys come here, it becomes arguments. You got Java needs arguments here. So if you guys want to put a 5, say you put a 5, then you're all good to go. But keep in mind, if you put an int here, Java expect you guys to put an int. You cannot put a string here. Say for example, you cannot put a yes Danny. This is a string. You cannot put this one. Why? Because here you guys put a type int. So if you put a type int, Java expect you guys to put a type int. So now if you run your program, because if you guys go on social run on here, social web, we're gonna run our program and we're gonna display our method here, which is the, don't worry about the rest because we already seen that. So the addition sum is 10 because we have a 5 plus 5. So how about if we do 15? Doesn't matter what you guys gonna put it here because we already put it there. That's already fixed because it's going to do summation all the time. If you do multiplication, you can do the same ones. So you can do 30, for example. Say for example, if you want to come here and you can copy the whole thing because we are a bit feeling lazy. If you want to put it here, so now run related problem. Why one related problem? Because there is a naming conflict here, because this both of this function is the same. So for example, if you want to change double, and if you gonna for example gonna put a multiply, for example multiply, and if you want to put a num1 n1, and if you want to put an n2, So now we have a double multi n1 and n2, and now we're gonna put an n1 and we want an n2 here, and we want to put a result multi. For example, you guys need to change multi result, and addition, the multiplication, the multiplication sum is, then you're going to put a multi result, then you're going to put a multi result, and make sure here you guys do multiplication. You guys cannot put a addition here because you guys are want to perform addition here, but you want to perform multiplication here. So here you guys have one more problem because you guys are returning the result. Now you guys need to return multi result. So you guys put a multi result here. Once you guys are going to put a multi, then you guys are good to go. So if you have a double multi, if you have an int, so you guys can put a, for example, double here as well, and you can put a double here as well, and you can put a double, and here you guys need to put a double because your parameters are double now. So here is your return type, and this guy is here. You can put all double here now. So your program are ready to go. So double multi, and if you want to come here, you guys need to put your object my social dot multi. So what you want to multiply, say for example 10, and then you guys need to put a 10, and then you guys got once you put a 10, and once you put a say run, and you're going to see your result. And if you look in here, we have a decimal here. Why we have a decimal? Because we have put a not int, we have put a double. So if you have a currency, for example, if you have any number that starts with a decimal, you can put a double or float. So you can here come, for example, if you put a 10.7, you can do that 0.10.300, for example. Or you can vice versa, you can put any decimal. So now once you put any decimal, the program's gonna display the result in decimal. It's good when you, if you guys want to work for the bank, or if you want to work with stock exchange, or if you want to work for big superstores that say for example deals with money. So if you want to put for example your dollar sign, you can put your dollar sign here. So here, and plus this one and plus this one, you guys need to put come here, and you put a dollar sign here. For example, if you want to put a dollar sign, what's the price? The price, the sum is the total. For example, price is, and then you guys gonna put a result here. So now what's the total result? You guys can put here whatever the result is. So once you guys run, then you're going to see here the total price. For example, if you guys making app for a supermarket, so when we run, so the total price is 110.21. You can do this. So now look, our program looks very, very professional. If you integrate this one in your app, for example for Android, then everyone's gonna love your app. So now we gonna start. I'm gonna finish this program, and I'm gonna start. I'm gonna use this same formula for my Android application. And once it's done, and I'm gonna let you guys know that I have created the most powerful and wonderful Android app in the whole Google Play Store ecosystem. I'm just kidding. I am just joking, guys. Once we get to the Android applications, then we're going to try all these tricks. So that's how we do our methods. And looking here, we have done the second method. That's our first method, show. Now we have done our second method, which is int, addition with the return type, and have a parameter here the second parameter. Our third method here is a double, type double, and we are returning double, and our parameter is double as well, and we are here the multiplying, and we are showing the price, and here which is you can say this one has arguments. So that's the difference between the parameter, which is here initially you guys declare, and arguments, because the parameters needs arguments. It makes sense, because if you don't put anything here, then the Java is going to be extremely furious, and Java is going to throw every book on you, and the compiler is going to give you guys error. And if you guys wondering why you guys have error, you guys just check your method to see if you have any parameters here. So if you have any parameters here, you guys need to quickly put a parameter here. You guys can have as many parameters as you guys like. You can have 10 parameters, 20 parameters. I have seen programs that have like at least 10 parameters here. There is a chain of parameters here. You can do that. For a very complex program, you guys can put as many parameters as you like. There is no restrictions about that, but because our program is a calculator for and does multiplication, we only need left and right. We don't need 3, because we don't need that. You can put a 3, it's up to you if you want to check the price. You can do that. Double N1, N2, N3. You put an N3 here, and here make sure you put one more here. So that's about it. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe Cryowood. If you guys have any question or comment, leave in the comment box. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video, and bye.